Hello and welcome to the Global Podcast. I am Gwinzer, and today we're here to talk a wee bit about what's going on in the world of global conflict. GC is a Battlefield community. We play on PC every week. You can go ahead and visit us at global-conflict.org to know more. With me today we have EA Matsiv,
Hello.
Robert Willis,
Evening all.
Insanity Rocks,
Hello, everyone.
the wise and wonderful Waxus,
Hello all.
Whiskey Duck,
Hey guys.
Ghoul,
Hey.
Relic,
Hello.
and Sarge.
Howdy.
And today we're going to talk mainly about what happened in today's Battle Day, which was Battle Day 2 of this campaign. It was Gossi's first attack. And we'll just discuss some of that today and some of our new guys' opinions on how today's Battle Day went. So, Massive, do you want to fill us in the results for today's Battle Day?
Sure. Ghosty started out the day by attacking the Chile territory, which was Rogue Transmission 32 infantry only. A lot of really close rounds there, also some long rounds. First round, Ghosty won 82 tickets. Took almost 40 minutes, so it was quite a drag watching in Spectator. They then lost the next two rounds, the second round by 2 tickets, and the third round by 48 tickets. Afterwards, Ghosty attacked Ukraine, which was Zavod 311, 32 infantry only. They won the first round by 19 tickets, lost the second round by 275 tickets, and then won the third round by 12 tickets, thus winning the territory. And also, I believe, a theater.
Yes.
After taking Arctic, which is your next
Oh,
one.
is that Arctic Circle? Yes.
No, well, we're
So-
both wrong.
Whatever. Next attack was Arctic Circle, which was Flood Zone 32 with vehicles. Ghosty winning both rounds. The first round by 83 tickets, and the second round by 77 tickets, winning the territory and the theater. And then they attack Yakutsk to end the day, losing both rounds on Caspian Border 32V. First round by 271 tickets, and the second round by 72 tickets.
Wow. So, Rob and Insanity, you guys both Gotchi High Command. How do you feel today's Battle Day went, and what was your overall plan for the day?
Honestly, I'm proud of the guys there. They did us brilliantly on the maps. Considering that the halfway through the battle day, we sort of changed the plan completely from what we actually had in the forums. I'm pleased with them, that's for sure.
Absolutely. We had a rough start. And what's funny is I FC'd Chile, and the first round I was not even in the round because I had client issues, and we actually did better that round in the in the two that I was in the entire round. So go figure. But my hats off to the army. We took Ukraine and Arctic Circle, which gives us I believe the Eastern Europe theater. And I made the call to go forward with Caspian Border. Can't win them all. We definitely tried.
Oh, super.
One thing that I'd like to say about our army is we had Whiskey Duck, who is a new squad leader, run today, and he's actually here with us in the podcast. So, Whiskey Duck, what was your impression of today's battles?
Hey guys. There were a lot of tight games, which is always super exciting. Crazy as a squad leader, but I felt like, for the most part, we did a really good job today of responding to threats, responding to empty holes that we could fill, and it was really fun actually. I always love winning games that count, and Zavod and Flood Zone were two huge wins that gave us a theater. I mean, I know my squad was pumped about it. Losing those first two, or the second and third game for Rogue Transmission was a bit of a bummer, but hey man, up and down, it was a fun day.
Oh yeah, I have to say we saw you squad leading, from Spectator, especially on Rogue Transmission, and some of those flanking moves that you were sent they were beautiful to watch, even if they didn't always quite work out.
I was gonna say, I felt like sometimes we're just stuck in the open, getting gunned down, but I don't know, man. It felt like the 9th just was everywhere and knew where we were going and what was going on, but I don't know, it was a close game, I guess.
Right, that's certainly how it is on these much smaller maps. You know, with 4 flags, everything's it's no in scope. So one squad certainly does feel like it's being bogged down all the time and never gets a free moment to think.
Yeah, I noticed that. Like I guess we chose to attack all 32 man maps today, and such a different game than the 64.
Smaller maps, in my opinion, require a lot more coordination between the army and the squads because there's always the talking between the two. I'd say there's definitely more skill in that.
Yeah, and like with Zavad, I mean, really, it's Bravo and Charlie are those two middle points, and you have to own them if you're gonna win. And it was just kind of hard. Like there wasn't a lot of movement, just a lot of firefights, a lot of trying to win, a lot of trying to stay up, and I don't know, kind of like it didn't slow down, but it just felt like really intense for the entire time.
Yeah, well, I remember in VF3 when we, Terran Highway was similar to that. You only had 4 flags, and it would just become a grind in the middle. And when you play it, it's always really, really intense, and you just always feel like every step you make is very important. But I gotta say, watching those maps from Spectator today, I could have taken a nap. You guys were following the rules, so it made my job really easy.
I'm pretty sure I had one squad mate today pick up a battle pickup and was killed pretty quickly.
Oh, is that on Caspian?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching the air battles a little bit, just watching what was going on, and I see a guy sitting at the top of the tower. He's got a sniper rifle. Let's go take a look closer. That doesn't look legal. Kill.
That's a beautiful command, isn't it?
It was very...
Yeah, that was Mechrock. He played really well today, though, all day.
So
Is
how
that-
about the rest of you guys? Do any of you have any particular standout moments that happened today? I mean, today's battle was just full of. It was so close, almost the entire battle day. There must have been some amazing moments you guys had.
Always have fun destroying the dish on road transmission.
I gotta say that I really enjoy being able to watch, the live stream. I think Corn Horn's doing an amazing job, and the other people that are streaming that. So it's really entertaining to watch it from the spectator point of view, and gets you really pumped to get in there and help out. So I didn't get to play on that first Rogue transmission, but I got in there with Zafad, and yeah, I mean those games. I mean, the first round was 19 tickets. The second round was a little bit of a blowout, but the third round for the victory for Ghosty was only 12 tickets. I mean, it's really intense. I know that just with 4 flags, it's not a big deal. I don't really like the squad lead on maps like Blood Zone. It's just a little too intense, too much. You're getting shot from every direction on that map. But I did squad lead on Caspian Border. I really enjoyed it. I'm really liking the evolution of this commander mode and actually having a team speak capability to speak directly to him. And as a squad leader, hey, being able to call for a UAV. We got guys around us. We need to know where they're at. Let me get a UAV here, and having that commander be able to respond like that, so that we can find out where that enemy is hiding. And when we see tanks rolling in, being able to call for that supply drop, so that we can switch out our kits to deal with the tanks coming in. That's something that's new for GC. We've never had that until Battlefield 4, and I just think it's a new dynamic that we're getting with this game, and I think it's really cool, and it's really neat to see the way it plays out.
Oh, super.
Well, guys, hey, this is Sarge. Sorry to interrupt. I know I had a little bit of lag on the last map or two on the NA server, but it was bearable for me being North American. But I don't know. But overall, it's really good, man. Close freaking games most of the day. I missed out on the first one. Really good, close games. Came down to, I would say 80% of the time it was down within 50 tickets, 20, 30, something like that. It was real fun. So,
is Relic? Are you new? What was your experience today?
It was horrible. Normally I do tanks, so today was barely any tanks, and the last map was with tanks, but so laggy I couldn't change weapons, I couldn't aim perfectly, so it was a good match. Infantry in the first rounds, especially the second round of the Rogue, with 2 tickets. I did very well defending the last part where you guys tried to attack. Yeah, it was a nice game, but still, Flood Zone is terrible. You guys should remove that.
I thought the Flood Zone was actually pretty cool, especially on the.
Yeah.
I think it was the second round where at the very beginning one of the cruise missiles took out the dam, and it was completely unintentional, and
Yeah,
just
but-
completely changed the map from whatever team the teams had been planning for. And watching them try to adjust around that was just really great.
Yeah, that turned the table
Yeah,
for
but-
my squad. We totally got wiped out by that Levolution, and like we were tasked with holding Alpha, which is that point, and it was so hard to get back after that. That was a huge turning point. But man, it was a pain in the ass.
Well, I was tasked with Charlie, and the second round I had my guys bring in mines, and then all of a sudden I hear this thunderous boom, and the water level rises, and a few minutes later we have a lav coming in, and everyone's like, "What happened to our mines? Like they're underwater."
In Spectator, we thought it was intentional. We thought, oh, they put the mines just under the water so the enemy can't see them, but will still make them blow up. We was the same when the APC was there. It was like, what the hell happened to the mines? You know, there's just a wee bit too deep.
What happened?
Just a wee-
Didn't an APC go completely underwater at one point? I swear I
Yes,
saw it.
there. It was the driver, our driver, I think it was El Chino or something, decided to go submarine for a while.
Did it actually survive?
No,
Yeah,
it was
that's
really
low.
bad. It's really hard to repair something underwater. I don't know if you ever try, but
Definitely an intense battle.
It was good. It was a good day. I mean, obviously, I'm a little biased, and I would have liked everything to go our way, but you know, it was great. It was nice. It was intense. It was close. It was you know, pretty much what GC is about. Nice, close, tight rounds that could have gone in either direction. There were a few that were blowouts. I'm going to admit that. But yeah, I feel really good about today. Each army taking 5 rounds of the 10 that we played. However, Gosi getting 2 territories and a theater bonus. Woohoo!
Yeah, yes, I think today was certainly a very, very good day, and apart from perhaps the potentially dull maps that were maybe played with a lack of things.
Enthusiasm.
Certainly having maps which are more fun to watch from Spectator would certainly do me in future, but the results we got today, it was just such a balanced day overall, and it was, you know, it was back and forth the entire day. It was just absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, was one of those days where a lot of people are going to look back at it and say that's what I remember about GC, was this everything being really close and everything super hard fought. Kind of like right after we did the Reddit post, we had the last round of the day on Altai Range going down to the wire.
3 tickets, I believe.
Yeah.
We did that
Those
too,
are
did-
things that stick with you, and you will remember for quite some time throughout your time playing in GC.
Those
Just-
are good battles.
Altai Range was a little more interesting to watch, though, I gotta say, from Spectator.
That was actually my first day, and my first that was my first experience with Global Conflict. Was that like down to 3 tickets? And I remember I was sitting in a mobile AA, and there was this one infantry guy that I had to deal with on Bravo, and we're kind of doing this like little dance around one of the boxes that you can't blow up. And I remember thinking like, man, there's only 3 tickets left. I've got to put this guy down, and I can't seem to hit him. And he ended up an LAV spun, and he ended up hopping inside. And thankfully, that game ended right before I had to deal with that. But I remember thinking that, you know, this is what Global Conflict's like. It's going to be a good campaign.
So yeah, the next time you know, we pick maps, Windsor and Matsiv, we'll consult you to make sure that they have high entertainment value.
Oh, please do.
Good.
Oh my god, please do.
I got a question. What about the new maps that are coming out? The naval strike and stuff. Are we going to be using that soon?
I think that the official decision at the moment, I think, isn't quite set in stone. But the way it was going to be was 4 of the islands on the campaign map were going to be Naval Strike Conquest Large, and the other 4 were going to use the Carrier Assault Large. However, Carrier Assault, as it currently is in Battlefield 4, is just broken, and it's certainly not suitable for GC play. So how we're going to handle them, we don't know. What we've been doing is waiting for a patch from DICE, because they've said that they're going to be addressing some of the issues that the community has had with Carrier Assault, and there's a couple of small things that GC needs for them to work for us, and it seems to be what the community wants, such as losing the power drop spawns once you get onto the carrier. And so yeah, what we're going to be doing regarding that, we don't know. We will most certainly have 4 of those islands available as Conquest Large Naval Strike. As for the other 4, if we decide to go for Conquest Small or for Carrier Assault, we don't know.
Those opening up should be happening within the next couple weeks as well, so if not this week, it'll be within the next 2 or 3, so it should be happening soon.
Yeah, we're mainly waiting to hear what DICE have got to say regarding patches, which is very little, so...
How will those the introduction of those territories on the campaign map work with the theater bonuses, or will they be outside of theaters?
They will not have a theater attached. They will also, you will be able to attack them at any time. So, you know, they're not really linked to anything, they're just there.
Yep,
They'll
they're
also start as
completely
neutral.
yeah, they start out as neutral, and they're not adjacent to anything, which means with no divisions in our risk system this campaign, you can attack them whenever you want on your attack week. And from that point, it's win 2 rounds, it becomes your territory. That territory will count towards your world control points, but there is no theater bonus for owning all 8 of the islands. So it gets you some extra points for your world control points, but it doesn't count towards any theater calculations or anything like that.
Okay, so on the campaign map, are you still limited to attacking territories that are adjacent to territories you possess? But these are outside of that limitation?
Yeah,
you can attack
the islands are
anytime?
separate of that. But the rest of the game, the rest of the map is like that. So all the land-based stuff is like that, the islands are not.
For those islands, and I don't know if we had already discussed this, for those islands that have been successfully defended, will they not be available to be attacked like a normal territory for the attacking army?
Oh, you ask the difficult questions. I think what makes sense and makes things easier for management purposes is the attacking rules are kind of the same as they are on a regular battle day. So if you fail to attack, you cannot attack it for on your next turn. It's blocked out.
However, if the HCs do not like this, it's up for discussion, because I don't think that was ever permanently addressed before.
It's not something we've really considered.
Well, moving forward to next week, it'll be nice that, I mean, the last weeks we've played pretty much the same maps that we played the 3 prior weeks with our scrimmages and our Battle for Initiative, and we played those same maps, for the first 2 weeks of the battle day. So it'll be nice next week, kind of going into some fresh map possibilities.
So what maps are you attacking, Ghoul?
I'm not the general.
I was just curious.
I have no idea. I don't keep my finger on the pulse of that. But, Flood Zone, I think pretty much it was pretty obvious what was going to get attacked for these last 2 weeks. And so now we're kind of up in the air coming next week.
Yeah, it certainly seemed that the past 2 weeks the armies have been moving to secure theaters. Now that it's limited in what they can do, then
the games begin.
Yeah, it's basically who knows what's going to happen next.
Do you feel in charge?
Yeah, that's good.
How long do campaigns usually last?
Between a handful of weeks and I think 5 months is longest.
We've had campaigns as short as, including the BFI, 4 weeks before one team was just completely steamrolled and gave up. We've had campaigns last as long as like 5 or almost 6 months. Things are so evenly matched, and it was BF2 campaign 8 and BF3 C4 was almost as long as that, and it was just almost like every week is back and forth, and everybody's attacking, winning as the attacker or winning as the defender, and it's so those are the there's some of those scattered around, and some of the this is bad, and it ended really quick scattered around, and every now and then you'll get one that falls in between. So
cool. I'm not sure how it looks to you guys, but from a new player, it just feels really balanced this this campaign anyway.
Oh, it most certainly is. I mean, the fact that we've had basically from the BFI to now, we've had at least sub 50 ticket matches. That means it's balanced, and especially today where we've had, basically the entire day was like that. It's just, I think this campaign is going to be fantastic, and it's going to run a long time.
It's awesome.
So before we close up, Waxus, have you got anything you'd like to say?
Yes, I have.
Thank you for listening to the Global Podcast. I have been Gwinzer. With me today has been Matzef, Robert Willis, and Sanity Vox, the wonderful Waxus, Whiskey Duck, Ghoul, Relic, and Sarge Bud. Mr. Blue has been recording for us today, and please tune in next week. Ta-ra!